Alrighty. I'm not sure if I'm live quite just yet, so I'm going to give it a few moments to load in, see what's going on. I'm not usually used to going live. I think this is my second time on my channel actually doing this. I figured that I would show off what I've been drawing. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not used to drawing dinosaurs or really animals in general, and I'm definitely not used to doing buildings. It's been quite a few years since I've tried any type of like architectural drawing at all, so it may not look super great. Right now we're in like the bare minimum sketch. I was gonna show off how I got to this version of my sketch for the dinosaur. Sadly, my program, like my system, decided to update while I was asleep and just completely wiped everything. But I was smart and I saved this as a transparent, so I had it when I woke up this morning and didn't have to start all over. But I figured I would just like answer a few questions while I kind of worked on finalizing at least the dinosaur version of this drawing today, and then going in and I'll finalize all of the buildings and everything. You can see how, I don't know if you guys can actually see this. One second, let me turn it up. For red-green colorblind people, I'm sorry. But here's where the buildings originally were when I was planning them out, and then I realized they just wouldn't work with this placement, so I tried scattering them, but I think I'm gonna have to go through and redraw them anyways. So I don't know. I figured I would answer a few questions. I have some on my Instagram that were asked. So one was, how is Kiki? If you don't know, Kiki is my cat. I took her in when a friend needed a place to house her, and she has been a bit of a wild ride. Kiki is like having a 2-year-old. She makes messes, she's sassy. I am on the wrong layer. But I love her. She's doing pretty good right now, overall. Something you'll probably notice as I do like more of these streams is that I literally have such a hard time drawing while I talk. I don't know, it's always been something I've struggled with. Let's see. Question that we have in chat is, do I still play Yu-Gi-Oh? The answer right now is no, I don't. The game has just gotten too expensive, and I'm not really able to play any of the stuff that I enjoyed. I think last stream we had like a pretty deep conversation about how like at a certain point you can't just say, oh, you're not really playing for fun if you can't handle losing. Because, you know, why play a game just to lose all the time? Ooh, that line is crisp. Let's see what else we have on our Instagram questionnaire. So we only got a few questions. Another one was, when am I making more ASMR content? I don't know, I always didn't really like my ASMR content. I don't watch ASMR, and so I always felt like I didn't really know what I was doing, and I didn't really like how it turned out because I'm not really into that stuff, so I never really liked it. And then I don't know, it literally makes me uncomfortable to make it because I just get in my own head about it. I think you can kind of count these live streams as kind of like an ASMR moment. And then for our final Instagram question, let's see here. What were my favorite parts of last year? Straight up, going to New York. I don't really travel all that often, so it was a lot of fun to just kind of be able to see something new. And different cultures. There's so many different like people and languages, and it was just an awesome experience. And surprisingly, everyone there was like so incredibly nice. And I honestly didn't expect that, just because, I don't know, media doesn't really make New Yorkers out to be like the nicest people. But I don't know, they were all like understanding and patient, and it was a lot of fun. I really, really loved it. Let's see. How has life been since the room redo? It's been awkward. I'm still getting used to my new stuff. If you guys have seen, I have like this entire snack area, and that area is pretty dang dope. But as for like getting used to having like an actual loft bed compared to like my normal bed has been really awkward, especially because Are we back? I don't know, it says it's reconnecting. Somebody let me know if you can hear me. Okay, cool. Where did I leave off? I don't know what you guys heard last. I'm sorry. It's kind of hard to get... Okay. Room redo and snacks. Yeah, I have like this snack area that's really cool. I'm excited to... I'm gonna be getting a desk in a few days, which will be nice because it'd be amazing to actually have a place to like work again. So overall, it's been like up and down. All the money spent on it, not so great. Everything else, having new stuff, cool new area, pretty great. Let's see. Here. I am sorry about that. I don't get the best Wi-Fi connection in my room, to be honest. No. It's okay, we do with what we can. Yes, we do. I'm not used to this whole live stream thing, so I'm sorry if it's all awkward and weird and messy. I've been thinking about maybe setting up a Twitch account because I know that Twitch is more popular and just overall better for streams, just in general. I'm not too sure about keeping this like scar that I have going on here. I kind of based this part off of I actually don't even know if you guys can see. You guys can't see. You can't see my mouse. I don't even know why. There, this scar thing. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. I kept it, I kind of added it because I like, King of the Monsters Godzilla, but also you'll kind of notice that there's, like, a little bits of, like, different Godzillas all throughout, this entire design. So, I don't know. I might get rid of it, might keep it. Let's see. Do I play Magic the Gathering? No. I'm not really doing any TCGs right now. I just can't afford it. And also there was some issues with some of the locals that I was going to, so I just haven't been going back there for a while. Man, I am so jealous of Procreate artists right now, because if I could just get this circle to look nice, that would be amazing. But my program, I have to like completely hand draw everything, which is why you'll see me redoing a bunch of lines, because on Procreate, when you draw a circle, you can just like hold it and it will turn into a perfect circle. But on here, I have to have this little thing, put this here, perfect circle. Let's see. There's a range on how people do live streams. If you keep doing streams, then you'll find a way that feels best for you. Plans for displaying more than just Gundams. Okay, so like my desk, I actually think I don't really have that much in the way of like things that I need to put on a desk. So I think that it'll come with like this shelf storage at a certain part of it. And I think I'm gonna display some either Star Wars or Transformers stuff there. But I've also been thinking about getting rid of my things just because I want to make room. And I also want to make this eye look good, but I might just bring it over from the other. Yep, okay. We're done with this. No more of that. Here's what we're gonna do, and it's called cheating. So, you guys won't be able to tell, but this layer is now different. See? Ta-da! Howdy. Heyo. What's the annoying body part to draw? I imagine you wanted to say most annoying body part to draw. Okay, so I honestly thought it would have been hands for me because I struggled with that for a long time, but I've actually picked up hands pretty decently. I've been struggling a lot with arms and feet. Just overall. To be fair, I also don't really have a lot of practice with drawing feet in general, if they're not like monster or Pokemon feet. How do I plan on making feet commission money when I can't draw feet? Next question. The answer is feet. Alright, let's see if I can... What are my thoughts on Godzilla -1? Without spoilers, I loved it. Like, absolutely loved it. It was fantastic, as my friend would say. I really liked its interpretation on, like, Godzilla because, for those who are fans of Godzilla, obviously he's kind of that like symbolism of the bombings that happened in Japan during World War II and the destruction and despair of that. But in -1 it kind of seems like they took it at a different angle and turned it more into he's the symbol of like how war affects mental health, or at least that's how I got it. I loved it. It didn't end on like a Shin Godzilla cliffhanger though, So, and I don't think a lot of people caught it, but I did. And so I kind of, like, I just need them to like, I don't know, let me know if there's going to be another one, because I would love another one. I also thought it was interesting that a lot of people said that Shin Godzilla was going to be in it, and then obviously, clearly, if you've seen it, he was not. Why can't I draw this line? Maybe I just need to flip it. Oh yeah, that's better. I think I might have made it a little too wide though. I don't know if anyone else got that interpretation of Godzilla -1. That might just be me. I was originally going to see it as like my very first IMAX film, but IMAX films were expensive and that just didn't happen. Ta-da! Finally! 20 minutes later we got that line to look decent. Let's see. Do I like Apex Twin? I don't really know what that is, I don't think. I don't know. My brain is mushy, so sometimes somebody will ask me about a thing that I completely know about and I just don't remember it. So like all of Star Wars. I grew up on Star Wars. I love Star Wars. Can't remember a single thing. My friend says that it's my brain deleting the information so that I can enjoy it all over again as if I just watched it. I kind of like to think of it that way, but the reality is it's ADHD. In most Godzilla movies, they usually have a theme of aftermath of tragedy. Just a reminder that it's more than a fact or statistic. I don't know why I wanted to draw Godzilla, not even gonna lie. Okay, like, first off, yes, I love him and he is awesome. But not really the type of thing that I'm used to drawing. So, I don't know. Just one day I was like, I want to draw Godzilla. I might try drawing the other kaijus. But I don't know. What is your guys' favorite kaiju? Because it doesn't have to be Godzilla, you know. Actually, one of the comics, Star Wars did have a creature that resembles Godzilla. That's really cool. I haven't read any of the comics, but that's kind of awesome. I don't know if you guys can tell that I'm just absolutely terrible at talking while I draw. like that. I don't think we're gonna go that route. I think I'm gonna try to free draw it, as terrifying as that is. That wasn't too bad. One more time. Oop. I'm getting a lot better at circles though. Circles and ovals, I used to be way worse at them. Because I have to draw a lot of them all on my own, I've gotten a lot better. Good enough. My favorite kaiju will be Ghidorah. That's cool. Let's see. Hands are doing that thing where they get all shaky. What got me into Gundam? So I grew up with Wing Gundam, and I really liked the Death Scythe. And as a kid, like, who grew up with a lot of 80s and 90s anime, it like was one of the first mechas I saw. Most of the ones that I watched were gore-based animes, and this was back in the day when there weren't dubs at all. And Wing Gundam was also one of the first dubbed shows that I ever really saw. So I don't know. It just captured me, and I honestly, so like I grew up without Wi-Fi, without really much technology at all. So I didn't know that things like, whoa, that was weird. I didn't know that things like Gundam even had like more than just a quick little show, you know? So whenever I got older and I introduced my partner to Wing Gundam, he was like, this is kind of slow, but I like mechas. And so I was like, well, this is what I grew up on. And all of a sudden he was like, oh, look, online it says that there are more of them. And I was like, what do you mean there are more? And that kind of opened me up to different animes. There's still so many that I haven't seen of the Gundam franchise. I really like IBO, Iron Blooded Orphans. I like Thunderbolt, the movie. Why can't I get this toe right? The moment I stop talking, my lines are a lot smoother. But yeah, that's kind of what got me into Gundam. Hello, welcome to the chat. We're just kind of answering questions while I do my best to draw circles. Hopefully with the practice of live streaming while I draw, I'll get better at talking while I draw. It's so dumb because I can talk while doing anything else. Cooking, video games, watching a movie, reading. I just can't talk and draw. Alright, this is what we got so far. Isn't he adorable? What you drawing? I am drawing a Chibi-Zilla. Chibi-Zilla, aka Chubby-Zilla. Isn't he cute? I kind of wish you guys could see my cursor on the screen, but I don't believe that you can. If I could pitch a new Gundam idea or show or movie, what would it be? Truthfully, I don't know. There's already 3 different universes, all of which have something absolutely massively terrible about them. I don't know. Because, like, here's the thing with Gundam, is that you can't really necessarily pitch the idea that, like, there is no war, because then what's the point of the suits? You know? A Gundam show or movie where nobody dies or nothing tragic happens just really, realistically isn't a Gundam show or movie, you know? And, you know, IBO is already that premise of Gundams don't really exist anymore. So you can't really do like a, oh, what if Gundams are relics of the past kind of thing. And you can't do what if they're upgraded or what if they're toys, because I mean all of it's been done before. What if it's a video game and just an isekai? Literally been done before, you know? So I honestly, I don't think I'm creative enough of a mind to really realistically come up with an idea of what modern Gundam should look like if it was to be changed at all. Like, what if Gundams never existed and they were all books? or like AI machines taking over people's minds to see if they would be equipped for war. Like, I don't know, just there really isn't anything new that you could realistically do. I don't think, or at least that I could come up with. Do I still go by Mio? Steve now. Yeah, I go by Mio still. Oh my gosh, how many years has it been? It's been like 7 years? 6 years of going by Mio? What a crazy time. What all do we think of these like little checker patterns? I thought it would be kind of nice to give them like pseudo scales-ish. I'm also not too sure if I want to do these belly lines or the undertail lines or not, or if I'm just going to, keep him smooth. Smoothzilla. Now, if I could change anything about Star Wars, I would just change everything Disney did movie-wise. I think their original idea of a stormtrooper who has Jedi powers was way better than what they gave to us in the end. Undertale. Let's see. Woo! And what kind of movie idea do I have for Star Wars? Okay, so that one's a even tougher question, because like the issue is that there's so many things that have been decanonized and then recanonized, and then also like I don't read the comics, so there's a lot of information there that I just don't know. I mean, if I was to just quickly throw something on the table and just like rewrite history, as I said earlier, I mean, their original idea of having a stormtrooper become a Jedi was way cooler than what they inevitably had, you know. But do I need to make those claws smaller? Nah, they're fine. Let's see, if I was to do one now. I've noticed that what they've been kind of going with is the whole, like, recently Star Wars has been going more of the what about the people that aren't Jedis? Let's see their journey. I kind of really dig that. Part of me thinks it would be really cool to do like a quick little show or movie about like the humble farmer or just regular city folk, and like right before the war began. I think that'd be kind of neat, just to like see like the resources that they had, or like what would happen if they had to turn to a life of crime. Which, I mean, I guess you kind of get that aspect with Bad Batch. I don't think Bad Batch really did it very well, though, because it was like, oh, we have to run away. We will always be hunted, and then they stayed in one place forever. And I just feel like that's not realistic, you know? I think season 3 is supposed to come out relatively soon. Tech is my favorite, so I'm excited to see more of him, hopefully. Hopefully. Oh my gosh, look at how adorable he is without a tail. Kind of want to just give him like a little nub. just a little whoop. Look at how cute he is. Tech died. Shut up. Let me dream. I'm not too sure about like this mouth flap thing. What do you guys think? Should I keep it? I don't know. I think it kind of gives it like... 'cause this is what it looks like without it. I feel like it adds more to this. Oh, that's right. I was gonna add a tongue. I should do that. Don't like that tongue. It does add more to it. Okay, well, I guess I should probably just add it in. Yeah, okay, I like it. I don't know about the tongue though. I can always just delete it because it's on its own little thing. Tail time. I can never draw this the same way twice, so I might just like bring the other tail over from my other drawing just to see if go away, robo-caller. Interrupting my live stream. How dare they? But yeah, I don't know, it just... Okay, that tail's kinda cute. It's kinda cuter than what we had before. It's not as nubby. I hate to cut my visit short. Gotta get ready to go for work. Aww. Good luck at work. Just got a second to say hi. Hello. Here are 2 facts from Star Wars comics. There were 2 Sith that were good. One tried to rebuild the organization into a gray area to stand out of good versus bad fight. Oh, that's cool. I know line art isn't the most fascinating thing for a lot of people. I just enjoy it. It's probably my favorite part. Alrighty, the hard part. The spikes. Which I'm not sure if I want to add another spike closer up here. I might. Wait, is this a fusion of Godzilla and Yoshi? Does that make it a Yoshkin Godzilla? Yoshin Godzilla? That's funny. Okay, I saw. It was a typo. It's not a combination of Yoshi and Godzilla. It's just a Godzilla. It doesn't even look like Yoshi. Look at the meaty thighs. See, right here? Meaty thigh. Doesn't even have Yoshi eyes. Imagine Yoshi trying to ask out Godzilla. Yesterday we had a conversation about if Yoshi could beat Godzilla, and I said that Kirby could, because Kirby, whenever he eats something, he absorbs like their powers. Yoshi just kind of eats them and spits them back out. And Godzilla can take a few hits, so I think Yoshi versus Godzilla, Yoshi loses. My opinion, of course. What do you guys think? How Kirbyzilla look like? I am not that fast of an artist. But I imagined that it would be like Kirby with the little spikes and then breathing fire. Maybe he gets little claws on his tootsies too, just for fun. That's how I imagine Kirbyzilla would look. Kirby just wins. Kirby is the easiest one ever. Godzilla I would probably won't see as a fight and just adopt Yoshi as their child. Gotta get back to work. Have an amazing night. Have fun. Good luck. Really quick, gotta make sure this looks decent. Yeah, it's looking alright. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's already almost been an hour. I did not expect to be streaming this long. Minus the fact that the stream just decided to die on me again. Because it did that last time. Oops. Well, I'm gonna try my best to finish up this line art, but we may not get done. I always forget how long art actually takes for me to finish, just because I'm learning, so things take a little longer sometimes. I'm gonna take this one, I'm gonna move it down a little. Let's see. Random question. Have I heard of a show called Code Loco? I have not. Last little spiky doodah. Now we have the tough part of going back through and erasing all the little in-betweens. Make it look good. Any shows or movies that I know about that I rarely meet people who also know about it. Lots of them. Like my favorite movie, nobody really knows about. I've heard one person on a podcast mention it, and I was like, somebody finally knows what it is. And then, like I said, I grew up with a lot of anime that, like, a lot of people don't know about, because anime didn't start getting popular until, like, 2015-ish, so, and I grew up with a lot of stuff that people have never really heard of. And then when I find, like, people that do, I'm like, that's awesome. And sadly, that also means that, like, a lot of the shows that I absolutely love, I'll never get true endings for. Which is kind of disappointing, but it happens, I guess. Machine Wars Boys filmed. Awesome. By the way, if you guys like Transformers and mechs and stuff, you should check out Bot's Obsession. He's my friend. Give him a like. Bully him a little. Who cares? as long as you leave a like on his videos and a comment on his feed. Tell him I sent you. What movie is that? Do you mean my favorite movie? You bully me because I like Machine Wars. I bully me because I hate me. We're not the same. Oh my goodness. Get over yourself. So my favorite movie is this movie from the 60s. It's called The Phantom Tollbooth. It's one of the first movies that combines live action with animation, like 2D animation. And I don't know, It was one of those movies that like I always watched when I was sick. It just makes me really happy. I love the story. I love the art. I love how weird it is. I'm pretty sure you can find it somewhere online if you want to check it out. There's also a book, of course. Actually, there's a person who was in the Munsters who is the main actor in that movie. So that's pretty cool if you like the Munsters. I was an Addams Family kid, so. The more you know. I actually introduced my friend to that movie, because you said that you were gonna check it out. I introduced my friend to that movie, and he really liked it, but he didn't like that he suddenly understood why I was always like singing and humming and stuff, like the same songs. Because they just randomly pop into my head and I just have to sing. It's not necessarily a musical, but it does have musics. It does have music in it, is what I should have said, instead of musics. Maybe I should have added some of these spots onto his head. Do I have an inner monologue? The answer to that is no, I have something way worse. Let me see what like a random shape on his head would look like. No, I hate those. What's worse? I don't feel comfortable talking about it, to be honest. Yeah, that looks like an okay place for his tail to end. His underside of his tail. Alright. Well, about an hour of drawing later, where did this line come from? What the heck? What layer are you on? You're on this layer? Okay. Well, that was weird. About an hour of drawing later, I don't have my full line art, obviously. I still have to make this explosion. I'm not too sure about keeping the tongue. It's not in the original that I did see here. If you guys want to let me know, tongue or no tongue, which is better in this area, that would be awesome. But this is what we have going on for the line art so far. And I think, since it's been like an hour, that I'll go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you next time. Whenever next time may be. If you'd like to keep up with when I may do another one of these, you can follow me on Instagram, angel_of_alchemy. It should be in my description as well. I don't know how lives work, and I don't know if they still have my YouTube descriptions underneath them. Also, you can check out all my other stuff if it is there. If it's not there, you should just go to my channel, click on one of my videos. All that information will be down below, where you can keep up with me. And also I have Twitter, all that exciting stuff. But yeah, bye!